Got a nice bass, guys. Nice bass. Alright guys, the sun is up, and everything that I recorded earlier was pretty much pointless because my SD card decided to need formatting after I had recorded so much. So here we are fishing in one of the lakes that James knows about, and I have switched to a buzz bait, which is what they've been catching them on, and everybody else that I know who has said they've caught fish out here have recommended buzz bait. So we're gonna try and work this thing and see if we can't rile something up. A lot of trash in the water, it's really stained, but these fish can adapt to it. So alright guys, nothing was hitting that buzz bait, so we switched to this little feather jig, and it's got a gold spinner on there. So we're gonna try this out, try and downsize and see if we can at least land something. Yep, just caught a fish. My first fish on this gambler bait right here, which is a creature style bait, and I'm using it with this black tungsten weight, and I got it pegged. But I got my first fish on this guy on my third cast. Unfortunately, my GoPro decided to be funny, so didn't get that footage. But we're gonna keep fishing. Everybody's trying to figure them out. I just put this bait on. Seems to be getting a little bit of attention with just 3 flips, and then I caught a fish. Let's see if there's any more around here. Just flipping these trees. Like I said, there's so much to target. There's so much stuff for the fish to kind of hang out around. So it kind of makes it hard to pick something out of the ordinary and cast at. It all looks the same. And that makes it easy to get turned around in here. I honestly don't even know where I'm at. If it wasn't for James, he pretty much grew up on this river. If it wasn't for him, I'd be lost already. But that's the beauty of meeting people and them showing you around and showing you some of their fishing holes. Good old Mystic Springs. Well, that was wild. I just got broke off by something. I had a nice solid hit, and when I set the hook, it just broke me right in half. So we're gonna get rigged up and see if we can't get back on them. Man, grab me another one of these gamblers, and that's a black and blue ugly otter, 4-inch. Let's get back out there, see if we can't get on them. I'd like to see what that was. Probably a jackfish. All right, guys, we are back in the game. See if we can't make something happen. Got cut off back there. I don't know what that was, but kind of want to find out. All we're doing is flipping right up to these trees because bass like to relate to something, especially when it's low visibility. They just like to sit up against something because it makes them feel safe. It's their territory, and anything that comes in their territory, then they're gonna either attack it or try and run it off. So just flipping right up against these trees, hoping that somebody's home. Sometimes you flip in between the trees, and that's where those bass will be sitting. Sometimes the deeper you get back in there, the better it is. I thought that was a fish. Just grass. But we'll just keep pitching. Just flipping this whole line right here. Something just blew up on the other side of me right here. I'm gonna see if I can flip up under here. That felt like a bite, but I don't know if it was or not. Flipping and pitching is it's an interesting technique because all you're doing is you're just repeating the same steps over and over, letting it drop down in front of them. If nothing touches it, bring it up and then do it all over again in another location. Sometimes those fish will be right up under you. Basically, you're mimicking something falling out of the tree and just dropping right in front of them. And a lot of times, that's how these fish are eating. They're not always chasing bait. I see a little school of bait right here. My lure kind of spooked them whenever I did that. But yeah, these bass aren't always looking for bait to chase around because sometimes that wastes more energy than they want to. So what they'll do is they'll just sit up against a tree and just kind of wait, and then just hang out. And then eventually a lizard, a spider, something will fall out of that tree that catches that bass's interest. And that bass will eat it. It's a free meal. It's an easy meal. Nothing better than a meal you ain't got to work for. That's how these bass see it. I see a lot of bait in here. That's good. A whole lot of bait. Apparently the river's down. This river rises anywhere from 5 to 8 foot overnight. And it makes the fishing very difficult. But it's just stained water. It's just very difficult to fish. And you just got to know how to fish it. You can use your chartreuses, you can use your blacks, you can use June bugs, whatever. All your dark colors, all your bright colors, and still get skunked out here. It's so hard to find fish that are feeding And it's so hard to really just locate fish. You're just playing a guessing game the entire time you're out here. But I mean, that's the same way on clear water lakes or rivers. You're playing a guessing game, but the stained water just makes it so much more difficult. If you watch bass tournaments on TV, you know, all the pro tournaments, then they'll tell you it's difficult to do, but sometimes you got to do it and sometimes you got to learn it. It's all part of fishing. Can't always be fishing weightless flukes in a pond, in a clear water pond. Got a nice bass, guys, nice bass. Nice bass, nice bass, nice bass. Whoo! It's been a long time coming, buddy. A long time coming. It's been a long time coming, buddy. Nice little 1.5-pounder. Nice and healthy. Heck yeah. So that is our second Mystic Springs bass. Unfortunately, we didn't get the first one on tape, but this little guy was ready and came out and got that gambler bait. Let's let him go. Nice and healthy bass right there. Give us a show, buddy. There we go. If you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. Mystic Springs, let's go. Well, that was cool. That fish was fighting like a freaking 4-pounder. When that water cools off, they get real feisty, you know? Yeah, in the summer, they're all tired and hot.
He's not far. That gator's not far. He's right on the other side of the woods.
What is he thumping?
Yeah.
They hear a gator. That got pecked it a few times and then he kind of just held it. It's weird. There's some guys doing time now for taking a street pole after the hurricane.
Really?
Yeah, they strapped it to the top of their caravan.
They deserve to be arrested.
And tied it down to the roof of the caravan. Pulled a groin. I caught a couple. What about you? Huh? Oh, nice. Yeah, my buddies caught they caught a 3-pounder, and then they caught one other small one. I ain't catch but 2. I forgot to freaking put my weight on there. Oh my God.